You know that dream, right? The one where you become the first millionaire in your family, where you change your family's tree forever. It's an incredible thought, but for so many of us, it feels like we're hitting invisible walls that keep that dream from becoming a reality. Well, today we're gonna make those walls visible.
I mean, you're working hard, you're smart, you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, but it feels like you're just treading water. That goal of financial freedom sometimes feels like it's actually getting further away. It's frustrating, and it's super common. But what if the answer isn't about working harder, but thinking differently? Because here's the big secret. The thing that changes the entire game, the real roadblock, isn't how much money you make. It's not your job. The key to unlocking that first $1 million is making a massive shift in how you think. It really all comes down to your mindset. Okay, so what is this invisible force that's holding you back? It's something often called a poverty mindset. And honestly, it is the #1 thing that sabotages your financial future. And the crazy part is, you might not even know it's happening. So let's break this down. Now, pay close attention to that last part, regardless of income. This is so important. You could be making 6 figures a year and still be completely trapped by these habits, these beliefs that basically guarantee your money disappears before it has a chance to grow. And look, the source material we're pulling from is incredibly blunt about this. This quote says it all, doesn't it? Your bank account is just a mirror reflecting your mindset. If you want to change your financial reality, you have to start by changing your mind. Period. No excuses. All right, let's get into the first big roadblock. This is all about how you see money and what you do with it the second it hits your account. These next 2 habits are absolute wealth killers. So just think about it for a second. Your paycheck lands in your account. What's the very first thing you do? For most people, it's pay the landlord, pay the credit card company, pay the car loan. The poor mindset pays everyone else first. The rich mindset, it flips that script completely with one simple, powerful rule. You pay yourself first. This means your savings, your investments, they get the first slice of the pie, not whatever's left over at the end of the month. And here's the next habit that gets so many people. Thinking debt is just normal. Car payments, credit card balances. The poor mindset just accepts this as a fact of life. But the rich mindset sees high-interest consumer debt for what it really is, a 5-alarm fire that is burning your future wealth to the ground. They work like crazy to avoid what they call bad debt. This quote just nails it. You can have a huge income, but if you're drowning in debt and lifestyle costs, you're not wealthy. You're just what they call a high-earning broke person. Wealth isn't your salary, it's your net worth. It's the assets you own that are out there working for you, even when you're not. Okay, on to the next roadblock. And this is the one that trips up so many people, even folks with really good incomes. It's your day-to-day spending. I know, it sounds almost too simple, right? But this is a huge trap. The poor mindset lets spending grow to meet income, or let's be honest, usually exceed it. The rich mindset, on the other hand, is obsessed with creating a gap between what they earn and what they spend. Because that gap, that's where all the magic happens. That's the money you use to build your empire. And this habit has a sneaky little name: lifestyle creep. You get a raise, boom, you get a nicer car. You get a bonus, boom, a bigger apartment. It feels good in the moment, but that temptation just eats up any chance you have to actually build wealth. And it keeps you stuck on that financial hamster wheel, no matter how much more money you make. So why do we fall for this trap? Well, a lot of the time it's emotional spending. It's buying stuff to impress other people, to get that little rush of validation. The rich mindset does a total 180. Spending isn't about feelings, it's about purpose. Every single dollar has a job, and that job is to move you closer to your big financial goals. This right here is the cure for emotional spending. You have to stop looking over the fence at what your friends or neighbors are buying. Run your own race. Focus on your own goals. True wealth is about freedom and security, not about putting on a show for other people. So our last roadblock is a little different. It's not about what you're doing wrong, it's about what you're not doing at all. This is the silent killer of financial dreams. It's inaction. Think about it. Having just one job as your only source of money is incredibly risky. I mean, what happens if you lose that job tomorrow? The whole house of cards comes down. The rich mindset knows this, which is why they are obsessed with building multiple streams of income, side businesses, investments, rental properties, anything to create a safety net. You know that feeling of dread when you think about looking at your bank statement? That's a classic poor mindset move, just ignoring the problem and hoping it goes away.
Wealthy people don't guess where their money is going, they know. They track it, they have a budget, which is just a plan for their money, because you can't control what you don't measure. Oh, I'll start investing when I get my next raise. I'll make a budget next month for sure. Sound familiar? That's financial procrastination, kicking the can down the road. The rich mindset understands that the most powerful weapon you have in building wealth is time. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. I mean, come on, how powerful is that quote? It's intense because it's so true. Every single day you wait to get serious about your money is another day you're actively killing your own financial future. Okay, so we've laid out all the roadblocks. We know the bad habits. So the blueprint for becoming a millionaire is actually pretty simple on paper. You just have to systematically tear down these bad habits and replace them with good ones. So how do you actually do that? Right? How do you actually master this new way of thinking so that making the right choice becomes second nature every single day? You can't just wing it. To build these new habits, you need a clear, actionable plan. You need a step-by-step guide that you can follow every day to make sure you're making choices that build wealth, not destroy it. And for anyone looking for that exact blueprint, the book, The First Millionaire in Your Family, was literally built around this idea. Every chapter breaks down the poor me habits versus the rich me habits we've been talking about, and it gives you that clear roadmap to follow. Look, at the end of the day, becoming the first millionaire in your family isn't some magic trick. It all comes down to making one conscious decision to swap out these old, destructive habits for new, productive ones. Your journey doesn't start with your next paycheck. It starts with your next choice. If you're ready to really dive in and get that step-by-step guide, the link to the book is right there in the description. Your journey starts right now.